Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, isn't cup football fun? Our match has ended and we have lost our cup match at home to our Welsh rivals Cardiff, who go through to the next round, and we don't. So, who is going to be the first to come in and talk about it? I am Paddy Power. This is WREXtra time, and you are on the Local Pundit channel. If you are new here, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, because we need it tonight. And this show is about what you want to talk about. So if you haven't seen us before, I'm going to drop a link into the chat, and you can come in and join me and have your say. Now, I'm sure there is a few of you out there who want to have your say about this match tonight. There is actually a lot to talk about. So come in and pick your topic, and away we go. Now, I didn't watch the end of the match with Josh in my ear. So someone tell me, how bad was it? I'm sure he wasn't happy with the result. The first half was an absolute disgrace. We were all over the place. And what can you do? And the players hadn't played together very much. They didn't know each other's patterns well enough, and Cardiff were well drilled. They knew each other a bit better than we did. And they pressed and pressed. And you know what? I'm going to say something. They should have absolutely hammered us in that first half. We got lucky. We got very lucky. And Burton is a damn good keeper. So we can talk about Burton today. That's one topic. So we do have Habs in the background coming in, so that I have someone to talk to. Welcome in, Habs. Yo, hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on? We just lost. That's what's going on. I'm not happy about it. How about you?
I am quite angry actually about that. Quite
Okay.
angry.
What part or all of it in particular?
In every way, every part of it. It was an utter mess from start. We only started getting good near the end of it. We got the first goal, which was good. And I thought, okay, we're going to start pushing again. We didn't. The passing was sloppy. Everything was just sloppy. We just gave them so much space.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have given them any of that level of space to be able to just run through it. There was just so many gaps. You could fit a bus through there. The passing channels, it was just a mess.
It was a mess. Yeah.
It's a mess. And then the first, let's talk about the first half. The first half, right, was, I don't even know what that was. It was just disorganized. It was utterly disorganized. There was this pass. I don't know whether it was, I think it was Thomason. I think it was Thomason who tried to do this pass when Cardiff got their first goal.
Yes,
it was just
Thomason.
He was trying to pass, and it was out to the middle of nowhere. No one was there.
Yeah.
Dodson was right there. He didn't get the ball. He didn't pass the ball to him. It was just left out.
That was horrendous. That was really bad by Thomason. Yeah.
I don't know if it's something to do with him playing out of his not playing in his natural position, which could be the case. But bloody hell, what was that? It was just no one could get a handle on the ball. No one was able to control the ball. We were just playing volleyball all over again. Couldn't get any kind of control. They were just all over us. No control whatsoever. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, it was an absolute mess. They didn't look like they had played together before, and they kind of hadn't. Right, we're going to dig deep into all this negativity. Is there any positives that you saw?
No, not really. Not even the goal was even. It was the only level of positive we got out of this. The only positive was really when we just started to really push against them near the end. And I'm thinking, why don't you do this from the very beginning? Why are we never doing this in the very beginning? We just shell up and just take abuse from them. We do. This, and the thing is if we're going to play like this on Friday, we're just going to get battered so badly. We are.
We know it's a different team on Friday.
Of course.
We saw them play last week, so I will say that's kind of a little unfair to say that about the Coventry match.
I understand it can sound unfair, but if we end up doing stuff like this again, where it's just bad passing, balls just going randomly there, no one's picking up the ball, no turnovers whatsoever, just standing there, because there was a lot of that. There was just a lot of just standing there and thinking, why didn't you get the ball? Get the ball. It's right there. Just stand there. You're gonna telepathically get the ball to your feet? Well, what is this?
One thing I will say about the passing is tonight.
Telekinetically.
Yeah. Tonight, what I did see was, again, people standing, watching the ball come to them. There was no movement. They were passing to each other statically. They weren't passing as they were moving. It was crazy. And in that scenario, they weren't even moving to collect the ball. So they were at a dead standstill up when they received the ball and didn't know what they were going to do with it next. So that's what I saw as well.
Yeah, I saw that as well. They was just standing and staring at the ball. I saw Dobson literally seeing the ball. He's just standing so close to the ball, and the ball's out there freely, and you're just waiting for what, the Cardiff player to pick this up. What are you, Jean Grey? You're going to start using your telekinetic powers to get the ball to your feet? Well, what is this? Just get to the bloody ball.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely. Right, one thing. Positives. What did you think of Burton?
He was great. He didn't make any mistakes. He was.
There we go.
That's one of the positives on there. But that's really the only positive I can see out of that, other than Kiefer Moore's, other than us being able to actually take a risk. When you see us, when we want to get aggressive, we can get aggressive and start playing aggressively and take those risks and start moving forward with that and get those goals. But then it just seems to be this weird disconnect that we have, that we're just not pushing against these teams, especially against Cardiff. We can beat them. We had every opportunity to beat them. We just no effort. It just looked like just no effort.
It didn't look like we were up for it in the same way we have been up for other matches. That's kind of fair. Yeah.
I mean, I said this on the thing. I think it was on Ring and Rant, or was it the one before? Maybe it was on WREXtra time. I said Cardiff are going to be up for it. They're going to come at us with everything they got. I think you said it, and everyone else has said it. Yeah. They're going to come at us with everything they have because they have everything to prove for this. And look what they did. They wanted this match so badly, and we just started to go, oh no, we better start winning this match now. We better equalize at least to be able to get to penalties. I'm like, why are you doing this? Why are you standing around and only just figuring this out now?
Yeah. We're obviously changing to being more of a passing team, which is good. We need to do it. But that team tonight did not look like they knew what they were doing. And our best passers from some of our new players weren't there.
It looked like they didn't even know how to pass the ball. Like nobody knew what was going on. I mean, Thomason was just that first goal irks me the most as well. That didn't need to happen. It was just pass there, you get the ball out, and no one's there. Everyone's just standing around. That was just the most annoying and frustrating thing I kept seeing. Just the standing around and just looking at the ball, hoping it's going to come to you.
Yeah, that is a problem. I've seen it in multiple matches. Some of the new players are very, very good at passing, and the rest of the team badly need to catch up quickly. They're doing better. They're doing maybe okay, but there needs to be a big improvement.
Max was doing good all match. He was just trying to put effort into the damn thing. He was.
Yeah.
He was just trying to clear things up. He was pushing the game forward as well. He gets the ball, pass it around, get it forward, get into spaces. He was He was getting the long balls, aiming it to the right people, but it was just a mess in the middle. Like everyone was standing there. Even Lewis O'Brien was standing around. I'm like, what are you doing? It's just this weird standing around. I don't know what it is. It's like Medusa had cast her vision upon you, and you all just turned to stone.
Oh yeah. We were extremely lucky to get through that first half without being 2, 3, or 4 down. We really were very lucky to be 1-0.
That was one of the things. There were so many moments of this. They were passing the ball around. Half of our players just looked like they didn't even know what they were doing. It just looked like there was just no. Sure, it's understandable. You got Rathbone come back on, and Smith is being used as well. He almost got a goal as well. He was pushing it as well, but he got no service either.
Yeah.
No proper service. No one was willing to pass to him because nobody knew how to pass with each other. First of all, and then when he does manage to get the ball, he tries to go for it as well. But
yeah, he does. I'm going to move this along pretty quickly tonight because I don't think people would like to do a full 90 minutes, 2-hour session on all of this. So have a listen to some of these comments, and if you would like to make a comment on them, go ahead. If not, we'll just read through some of them. So first one up here from Josh Anthony. Sorry, the tactics sucked. Pretty straightforward. Okay, PCH Scuba. Even if we had won the game, the financial reward would have been minimal, and the next game we would have gotten crushed anyway. Do you want to have at that? If you don't, I will.
I can go ahead with this. It's not. I know the Carabao Cup, the EFL Cup, you don't even get that much money in it anyway. But there's a lot of benefit that comes with this simply because we are Wrexham. We've got name, we've got exposure, and it's good for us to go through. If we had gotten through and we got up against a Premier League team, our reputation goes up, and at the same time, the value of the documentary goes up as well. Like there's so many things. Clicks alone, getting eyeballs on a match with Wrexham is massive.
Yeah, that is the point for us. And cup matches in general, bar the FA Cup, obviously there's a bit of cash involved in that. But the other cup matches are really just for prestige, for the big win. And that it is the David versus Goliath matches where the little guy wants to beat the big guy.
We were Goliath, though. But we're Goliath.
Well, not quite. We were a lot closer than that. But yes, we wanted it. They wanted it. I kind of mentioned that on the pre-show. We're reasonably close if we're going to put out a mixed team, which he said he was, and he needed to do because of injuries. So with that being said, as soon as I saw their lineup and how strong they were going, that was going to be a relatively even match. Was kind of in my head. But I hope that our reserves would have been kind of up for that challenge. And it doesn't look like they were. For whatever reason, I will give them a little bit to save their ass there. And they haven't played together in the matches. There hasn't been a huge amount of rotation. But the truth is, some of them are not good enough for the championship. And they're not going to be with us for very much longer, unfortunately. And some names that people are not going to like leaving will be leaving soon. So Scuba, I get your point. You are correct on your point, but I kind of disagree. I think there's a lot other than the initial financial reward of actually winning the match or getting through. That's important for that.
It's simply just getting the eyeballs. Like, we have money, but the thing is, getting the eyeballs and getting those clicks on us helps us be able to market ourselves even more, which in turn gives us even more money than we already have right now. Like, we can become even richer as a club just by having the eyeballs on us. So if we had gone up against, let's say, a Liverpool or an Arsenal, sure, we would have lost, but us trying to fight against them would have been like something heroic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it would have.
And it would have made us much more appealing to any kind of any sponsors or any kind of investors.
Well, it all helps go down that road, yeah, of course. Right, so next one up here, Bruce McFarlane. The only field player who wanted to use the extra 2 minutes at the end of the first half was Smith. There was a lack of fight. There absolutely was a lack of fight at the end of the first half. And one thing I will say, even if the team selection was bad, even if the tactics were poor, I'm going to give Parky a little bit of positive for the fact that he changed 3 players at halftime. That's not his normal. And we always give out to him for subbing late and not making changes. He did at halftime, and that's at least some small bit of positive for him.
That is one thing I will admit. Yeah, he did sub in early, but we've all been trounced.
I know we're kind of reaching here now to get some positives, but it was a small positive, and I think it's only fair to mention it at least once. Okay, from Woody, Thomason was the crappiest player today. He wasn't great. I will give him a little bit there because he was out of position. He has played it before though, but his pass did cause the goal, so he's going to lose a lot on that side of it.
I will give that as well, because he does not play there naturally. Yeah. He's in the midfield. He is.
Was he the worst?
He wasn't great. He wasn't great.
Now I'm going to have a look at FOTMob. Fixtures. Okay, so bear with me. Worst according to FOTMob was Thomason at 5.8.
It was those bad passes. A lot of bad passes.
Cleworth got a 6. Ratbone got a 6. Broadhead got a 6. Barnett got a 6.1. Smith 6.2. Cody 6.2. They were the lowest. The others were a little bit higher. Wowza.
What was Hardy's?
Hardy came on later. Let me see if they scored him. Hardy got a 6. Okay, who got our highest? There's a question.
It'd probably be Burton.
It was Burton, just 7.5. O'Brien got a 7.4. Don't know what he did to deserve that.
I mean, he was running around.
He was running around and didn't do much wrong in theory, so his score remained reasonably high.
To be honest, he was trying to get the turnovers. He was able to get those turnovers, but at the same time, it was just awful. It was like a Sunday league match. It was with the squad. It just looked like that.
Okay. Lee has come in hard and hot. After tonight, I want Parky out. This was a derby. His tactics were crap. If you can't up your game for that, Parky needs to go. I'm going to hold fire on that one for some other time. It was a cup match. There was going to be a lot of changes. I don't want to delve into that tonight.
I will disagree with a few things on here. I'm not Parky out, and his tactics were, but I do agree that his tactics were crap. But it wasn't really more so his fault though. It was just the players on the pitch just shelling in and just not knowing where they were. And lastly, it wasn't a derby. This is not a derby.
Okay. I'll argue that one with you. I have a little bit more flexibility on not a derby.
I can argue it. It's basically like saying.
Yeah, I don't argue. We argued it last week. We've already gone down that road. I've a lot of comments here. I want to try and fly through them. Okay. New name here for me, Logan Roberts. Cardiff just outplayed us. We panicked and sat back, hoping our big guy Moore can pull off something. We are too reliant on him. I would agree with that. How about you?
To a certain extent, yeah, we were. I mean, we were. There was this moment where he's one of them. And we were relying on Windass as well to get that passing going as well. He was helping, and then there was just one moment where he was just standing there, and he was about to do his pass, and his foot got stuck, and he just fell down. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Okay. In the chat here, guys, be nice to each other. Okay. See a little comment there directly at another person. Talk to each other about your comments. Don't make comments at each other, please. Play nice, even when you're annoyed. Okay, Matthew Orr. I think there were too many changes tonight. No one could get comfortable. Can't play Thomas in there along with Cody and Ratbone's first appearance. I did worry before the match. I said it, that our back line was could very well be a problem. It turned out pretty much was.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I won't put it up, but Scuba is once again saying that it's all about the league, not the cups. And I agree with that to a certain extent. And if that is your opinion, by all means, a lot of people don't like the cups. A lot of people say they're a waste of time. They take you away from the league. This was a big conversation last season when we were fighting to get into the automatic promotion spots. So this will continue forever. People who like the cups and people who think they're a waste of time. So I don't think we want to fix that one tonight. John Hills, very weak starting lineup and couldn't make enough subs to fix it. Some players with next to no minutes in them, others out of position in key areas. I can't see what the plan was here. The plan was makeshift, pretty much. It was makeshift. Players had to move around, exactly as it was said there. Starting lineup was a big mix because of injuries and suspensions and all other problems. Okay.
No Brunt or Doyle.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to put this one up, but Ricky Quillman has gone hard in there on Parky. You can read it in the chat. No need to throw that one up. Okay. Here we go. Leby. Clewert as a captain. WTF. Cody playing. Scar is twice the player. A joke. It's on Parky. Hope he's gone tomorrow's. Okay. Let's break this down quickly so we can get through the comments. What do you think? Clewert as captain? Yay or nay? Did you care?
He was fine.
Fine. Yeah. I didn't have a problem with it. And we're a strong enough team that we shouldn't worry about who is captain, really. Cody playing. Okay, Cody was an issue. He was very slow. Again, he is slow.
He is slow.
I think I'm seeing him more and more. There was a couple of times tonight he just couldn't get in the right position. He couldn't move fast enough.
And the Leicester City guys warned us as well about this.
Yeah. Scar is twice the player. He might be, but I agree with what we said beforehand, which is he will be starting against Coventry. So he was probably protected at the start. Is my guess there. If Scar isn't starting against Coventry, then yeah, I would have bigger problems with that.
I'm going to need to be on the toilet for days for that.
Yeah. Okay. Here's one for everybody to think about. This is not our best team, kids. We know it. Everyone knows it. Whether we should have played our best team or not, that is a different decision. Just yay or nay on this one. Should we have played our very best team?
Nay, with a caveat.
Okay, quick caveat. Go on.
We should have played 85% strength.
Okay, what do you think we played?
This would include having the right position, having players in the right position, and playing our usual formation.
Okay. That's a very long conversation. I don't know that we can easily play 85% and still say that it's going to be a great team because there's so many issues and problems. But okay, fair enough. All right, here we go. Taking Broadhead off was terrible. Bring in Windass and play next to him. It's not hard. There we go. Fixed all the problems. Agree, disagree.
Yes. Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Okay.
They do work well together, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. in the comments, people are still talking about, is it a derby, is it not derby? Matt says, of course, it's a north-south. It's a Welsh derby. It's not a local derby. Semantics are important.
Just like saying Manchester United and Arsenal is a derby.
Why?
Because they're both in England.
Okay. Hugo has a very simple comment here. A night to forget. Okay. Scott has a question for me. Let me read it first. Okay. Just a heads up to everyone in the chat. I'm not being a grammar Nazi here, but if you're asking a question, please do put a question mark at the end. Simple reason is the comment looks different on my screen. I can actually see it highlighted a little bit better. So I might get to it quicker. So for a cup match like this, should we play it different? Should we play a good team first, control the game and sub on the rest of our better players? Generally, no. Generally, I would say you do what most people do is you use it as minutes for the players in the team that need them. Tonight, would I have done it? Me, yeah, probably, yes. I actually like the cups. We are so close to getting a Prem, getting right up to the top of the semi-finals, stuff like this. I potentially would have gone for it, and I've said this before with other cup matches as well. I would risk it, but nobody else seems to agree with that. So that's my personal opinion. And I know we've Coventry next. Yeah. Parky has in the past run players into the ground, playing them every match. I think there's only a couple of players that I would actually say cannot manage like the 3 matches back to back. It'll kill them. It won't be easy, but there's only a couple of players I think physically can't do it.
I mean, this is why the strength in depth and the quality as well is going to be absolutely necessary, and this is why the maybe the winter transfer window or the summer transfer window becomes important.
It's our first season. Simple as that. It's our first season. It was our first window. We did a lot in the first window. You can't do everything. So we will need to upgrade further. Absolutely. Okay. Now this I don't agree with. Maybe I'm the stupid positive one. Fielding the best team would have been better since we have 0 chance against Coventry. That's very negative. We don't have 0 chance against Coventry. Wait and see.
I think that's just recency bias.
Yeah. Okay. John Hill, Sheaf was available, so was Hyam. Sheaf wasn't available because he got pulled.
Sheaf was injured.
Yeah, so he's not available. He got pulled at the last minute. But he wasn't in the starting 11, so that's fair enough for that comment. It was mentioned earlier, I don't know if I put it up or not, Brunt supposedly had an operation today, was sent straight in for an operation. So
what was it for specifically?
I don't know. I haven't heard yet. It was just a comment that came up earlier. Someone mentioned the Park. It was mentioning the Park. He said it in the after interview from the match. He said that Brunt has gone in for surgery. I don't think he specified, but if it was specified, it wasn't in the comment.
Oh, we gotta.
So he's out past January. So
he's up.
he could
What?
3 months.
Oh yeah.
So he's going to be out past January. He's very likely going to lose his spot for next second half of the season.
We're going to need to fill that spot with someone, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does anyone else want to come in as well?
Look, we'll get through this nice and quick. I'm just trying to catch up with the comments. People are putting loads of comments. I would like someone else to come in. I've put the link in a few times. If they don't, we're going to finish up nice and early. Okay. Wayne says we shouldn't have played our best team, but whoever plays should have been able to toss up a better performance than that crap. I don't think that needs much comment. Okay. John Hills, a cup run would mean more than maybe placing one league place higher.
I would agree with that because it gives us
in this situation where we're not even mid-table yet. So at the moment we're not even looking at playoff spots. So yes.
I mean, we're not really an established championship team because we've just come in. So
yeah,
that would be that's going to take us time to do. So the cup run would actually elevate our status.
Oh, blank canvas. Okay, sorry. He was at the game tonight, where the lineup was already causing frustration and confusion to the fans, as to them it was a must-win due to the Welsh significance. Afterwards, fans were calling Parky out. Not good. It's been a while since the fans have started shouting that.
It's an understandable, but again, it's just like a recency bias.
Yeah, it's just a in the moment reaction.
Everyone gets that feeling.
Okay, Andy just got home from the game. We were awful. Cody, Thomason, and Moore were awful. Only O'Brien, Dabo, and Max earned their wages tonight. Okay, nice comment there.
I think Smith should be added into that. He was doing everything he was.
Yeah. Okay, Mary wants to put in a hot take. Barney has reached his ceiling, unfortunately. I don't see him staying another season. I do think Barney was a little bit one tricky, and it worked in League One. He doesn't look great for what we've seen of him this season. Okay, I told you the way to get your comment up is to be nice to me. JL just got in, listened to you as traveling home. Have to agree with most of what Habs says. Okay, she's been nice to you, not me. I should have read the rest of it. Most of what Habs said. Paddy, you want positives. Cardiff wanted it more. Burton had a very fine game. Max played well. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. JL again. Parky rang the changes at halftime, and for 10 minutes we played well until we scored. Okay, John Hills. I doubt we sign anyone in January if Brunt is back at the end of the month. They're already saying Brunt is out for 3 months after an operation.
That's going to be an issue.
Which is about right for an operation. Most operations have been at least 3 months.
It sounds like it could be a joint issue from the maybe like hamstring to joint or quad. Yeah. If it's like ACL or MCL, that's going to be nasty.
Okay, here's one. Emeron, Parky gets this season as a freebie. Next season is key. I kind of agree he gets this season as a freebie. I don't agree he gets next season. I don't think there's pretty much any chance, unless we fall through the floor, that Parky will not finish out this season. But if things don't go reasonably well in the second half, things may change in the summer. Okay, Josh Anthony. Well, at least we will win on Friday now. That's perfect logic. Yep. But yeah, let's go with it. Why not? We'll take any positivities we can get.
I think Barker's going to try and shore up morale massively for Friday's match and try and fire him up as much as possible.
Okay. I'm getting called out here by John. Let's cover this. John, 3 months is the end of January. Yes, it is. However, I misinterpreted your comment. You said that you doubt we will get anybody in January if Brunt is back by the end of the month. You didn't say which month when you said the month. So my assumption was the month is this month / next month, which is about to start. But no, decisions will already be made. I don't think they're going to wait till the end of January because the window is open through January. So I disagree with that, even if it is end of January, because I think we need an upgrade on him anyway. He's doing okay, but he's not top end championship. So there may be others upgraded before him, but come next summer, certainly we would need an upgrade. But if he's not back in the squad and we can't see how well he's playing before January window, I think he has now made that position a priority.
And we've got to give him some time as well. So, I mean,
yeah, like he can come back as the bench player again. That's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
for the moment. Okay. Now, the players have to take responsibility for the lack of energy, commitment, and letting Cardiff take control of the ball, allowing themselves to play their game. We didn't compete. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. I agree with that. The players didn't step up. I don't know what was up with them. I guess they can all shout at each other in the changing rooms and blame each other, but yeah, they didn't work together. Emeron Parky still has 2 windows to build a team for next year, maybe, as long as he's still here. I'm not Parky out. I definitely think he'll be here till the end of the year. But if results are poor in the second half, I don't think it's a guarantee that we won't change managers in the summer.
I suspect it will get. I suspect it will get us up in terms of the table position at some point. With the teams we've got coming up, we should be able to beat them, and especially in the second half, we should be able to get those points racked up to be able to get us into a nice position in the second half of the season. I mean, trying to go for a playoff would be just too much at this point. So
yeah. There's a lot of holes in our team when you do drill down and look at it. I even some of the new players, I'm not totally convinced. I'm not totally convinced, certainly, that they will remain our number in our first 11 for very long. I think some of them are quickly going to end up on the bench, unfortunately.
I think that too as well. We're going to have to. I think we're going to have to look at markets outside of the UK in terms of just finding some good players as well, because some of them are just not able to play clean football.
Yeah, the passing isn't fluid and clean yet. Will be interesting to see. Who do we see Parky selling in January? I'll save that for another show. I've actually gone over it a couple of times recently, but we all know who the obvious players are. There's a lot of basically anyone who hasn't played in the squad of 25.
A lot of legacy players, basically.
A lot of legacy players, yeah. And on the pre-show as well, I went through some of the minutes that people played. So anyone who is currently on low minutes are in the firing line for getting upgraded out of the team if they don't come along very quickly and start securing time on the pitch. Okay. I think that's it, guys. The chat has died down. I don't think we need to pick the bones out of every bit of this. Habs, do you want to talk about anything in particular before we head off, seeing as you're the guest tonight?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things that are just rushing through my head just to talk about. It was just, I think we're going to need to think about the strength and depth of our squad as well, especially for the league, because we've got that league match coming up. And it's just we're going to need to have as strong as a bench. In terms of all our registered players, we're going to need as strong of registered players that are a part of the starting 11 as well as switching out. Because I do fear at some point we're going to run these players ragged, and that's starting to worry me. But we don't have the depth. We don't have that strength in depth on the bench, which was evidently shown today as well. And now it is also because the formation was different, but the players were not in place. We were playing a 4-4-2 at some points as well, a lot of the time.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure what they were playing at some points.
I really don't even know what was going on. It was the midfield. What was happening with the midfield?
Well, they weren't getting support from the defense, so. But yeah, the communication was horrendous. Now, Josh has popped his head in, and he has suggested a topic he wants us to talk about, and we haven't really discussed this. Broadhead, what did you think of his performance before he got taken off?
He was doing what he could with what he was dealing with. He wasn't a bad player today. It wasn't his best performance, but he was doing everything he could.
Yeah. Do you think it was fair him getting taken off for Windass? Like, what was it because of his play, or was it just a function of Windass and Moore coming on together?
It's a bit of both, really. I mean, I can understand because Windass and Moore played with each other more, so there was a far more stronger familiarity with each other, and we were going to a kind of stronger position. There was another thing as well. I just remembered. It was Hardy. You know that standing around. I've mentioned so many times.
Yeah.
When Hardy goes in transition, he's going ahead. He's going forward, and then everyone else is just standing at the other end of the goalie pitch, in the goalie box, and he's just there. And where is everyone else? There was that moment. I've mentioned that again. It's just, and it happened with Moore as well. He was on transition there again, and then everyone was just like, "Oh no, we better get to the other end and give these guys support." It's like, again, it's this weird, just waiting for things instead of just being. It's like you think you have you got telekinetic abilities to be able to fly to the other end instead. Like, no, you've got to use your legs. You've got to run to the other end. As soon as Moore and Hardy were on transition to get there, everyone should have been like, we better run. Just run.
Yeah.
Just nothing there. It's the standing around that gets to me as well. And ball watching. Every time it's the ball watching. You're not Jean Grey. You're not Medusa. You're not being cursed by Medusa. You're not. No one's put a spell on you. No one's done you. Just get the ball, or help your colleagues.
Yeah. But, talking of that, Broadhead was trying his best. That's fair enough. But there's a couple of comments here. So Woody says Broadhead was not good. Fair enough. Mad Al, Parky was saving Broadhead for Friday. It seemed obvious. Which could very well be a thing, keeping the legs and swapping them early and having both of them in so that they're available for the weekend.
That could be the case as well. Yeah, it could be the case, yeah. It seems like that way.
Yeah. And Jay seems to be the most insightful here with a comment. Broadhead tried things that others didn't react to his style. Now, this is interesting for the future to watch, because we had the same thing with Fletcher. When Fletcher first came in, he was playing all sorts of weird little dinks and kicks and passes and layoffs, without looking. All these sort of things. And the other players just weren't ready for it. It took quite a while to actually understand what he was going to do and where he's going to put a ball. He could naturally just see empty space and was putting the ball in there and expecting other players to be moving into that space. So maybe a little bit of that is happening with Broadhead, because Broadhead has looked good. We saw it recently, so hopefully that gets better.
It's because he's got a higher threshold of skill as well.
Yeah.
Like he's a player who should really be in the Prem. He should be, but again, it's going to be a situation where we're going to need to have this kind of quality of that those kinds of tricks, those kinds of types of plays or no look passes and things like that, or passing whilst you're standing there, you're looking at the opposition, you pass the ball from behind you, and someone's just running in. Like that's the kind of thing you're going to need in the Championship, because especially in the upper end of the Championship, because they're going to be doing it.
Yeah, agreed. Matt, I'll also add it here. He was 2 passes ahead of the other players. His teammates weren't on the same wavelength. Partly to do with football IQ, partly to do with just not being used to each other.
And partly being slow.
And partly a bit of speed, yeah. So partly lots of things, which is fair. Again, we're upgrading from League One. We're upgrading from League One. Not everybody's going to be able to do
it. There are some that have caught onto Max. He looks comfortable. He looks fine at this level. Like he's probably going to keep improving as well. Like he's got a ceiling that just keeps improving. It does.
Yeah, he does still need to improve though. He's solid. He's decent. But yes, he needs to keep improving, and he's young and he's talented and he has time. So yeah, let's hope he keeps doing it. Okay, folks. So basically, we're going to do one half tonight. Normally, we do closer to 90 minutes. We're just about over the 45 today. And I'm going to leave it up to Sean Jones to get us out here with an On That Bombshell. And that is just home from the game. Awful. We let Cardiff do whatever they wanted. All right, folks, hit the like, put a comment in there for us. If you have multiple accounts, go ahead and subscribe with them, because we are just about to hit 3,000 subscribers. Thanks for everybody coming in tonight, those who did, and we will see you against Coventry soon. Bye.